Hey, if you're stopping in to learn a little bit more about that historical fiction newspaper we put together, the Bethlehem Star, you know, the one for the very first Christmas, maybe I can help you out. I'm John Zwonkowski, the founder of Scripture on Stage since 1992. And, you know, the purpose of the paper, as with pretty much everything we do, is to see if we can help religious educators or pastors help complement whatever you're already doing to educate your parishioners or your students in the mysteries and the realities of the historical Jesus, those times in the first century in Palestine. And this one, of course, the Bethlehem Star, we focus on the month of Christmas, the very first Christmas, which is kind of a neat thing to talk about. Let's take a look at some of the articles we have in here, huh? And remember, the focus is primarily historical, not so much theological. We're trying to make sure we don't step on anybody's toes there, and this is meant to be palatable for all Christian faiths, not just for you know, one or two. We try to stay sort of middle of the road. So some of the articles here, look at this front page story. Bright star over Bethlehem, said to be sign of birth of long-awaited Messiah. Well, there's a big star in the sky going on, and it seems to affect everything that's going on in Bethlehem at this time, as you'll see in some of the other stories. Huh? And then, this will be familiar for you. Carpenter of Nazareth claims to be witness to miracle of peace on journey. Oh, we're talking about the journey from Nazareth to Bethlehem for the census of Quirinius, aren't we? So anyway, so that, I think you'll find that it's an interesting twist on what may have been going through Joseph's head and Mary's at that time. Here's our third story on the front page. King Herod said to be excited by 3 visitors looking for a newborn king. Well, it's Casper, Melchior, and Balthazar, huh? Yeah, I think you'll enjoy the writer's take on the personalities of those 3 guys. A little bit different than what we normally expect, but also a lot of facts there. Huh? So, okay, here we go. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, this one. You'll enjoy this one. Shepherds startled by nighttime apparition. That story, I think your kids are going to just really enjoy, or mom and dad for that matter too. It's from a young shepherd boy's point of view, sort of mystified and in awe of what's going on that night. And then they move to they find the stable in Bethlehem, and they actually stop in on this newborn baby king. I think you'll find that kind of a moving little story. It was a fun one for us to put together. All right, oh, here we go. As in the Jerusalem Star, the one for Easter, we have point, counterpoint. Is the new star an omen of a new era of peace or of war? And we've got 2 differing opinions there, too. Here's one from Rehoboam Philosophicos, firstborn of the fish merchant, one of the steady writers for the Bethlehem Star. And he writes about what is going on around here, putting the new phenomena together. Everybody's acting a little different, probably because of this bright star in the sky. You know, a lot was based on astronomy at that time. Maybe you just enjoy the sports page. Oh, we got a great story here by our hero, Brutus Magnus. He's recovered and ready. Oh, a gladiator after our own heart. I think that's kind of a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek story there. And then here we go, by a story by Jedediah Nascarus, who writes, chariot races to honor Augustus Caesar. Okay, well, maybe, huh? Now, here's one of my favorite writers, Kitty Caligula. She writes about keeping an eye on the royals, and then her little saying is, may my quill be mightier than their sword. And I gotta tell you, I've read her stuff before. It usually is. That woman's got a tongue on her like nobody's business. So you don't want to cross her. Anyway, okay. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Oh. This is the one article I think we probably get more laughs about, or more just oh, that was cool, comments about. And it's by Felicity Hooperschwagel, regular writer in the Bethlehem Star. And she writes about spirit of giving brings chaos to people of Bethlehem. Okay, I think you'll enjoy that. Everybody else has. Oh, here we go. Story by Euripides Trousers, the 8th son of the tailor Malto, and he talks about travel worries eased by, travel worries eased by the Pax Romana, the peace of Rome. They built the roads, they guarded the roads, they did some things that weren't so good, but those they did. And then all throughout, you'll find the quiz, Know Your Holy Book, and you'll get the 10 questions from your students if they read the Bethlehem Star. You'll answer the questions. It's not that big of a deal, huh? So, okay, let's see what else we got here. Oh, yeah, we have some tidbits of wisdom. They appear every month in the Bethlehem Star from Rabbi Joachim Ben Laffen, and he's got some, well, let's see, what is it? Well, here we go. If you don't go to friends' funerals, then don't expect them to come to yours. Well, is that not Judaic wisdom from the pinnacles of the wisdom shelving? Anyway, here we go. Rebecca Smallchild, she's our children's writer. She writes about fun things to do with all that snow. Well, as you know, it doesn't snow that often in Bethlehem. In January sometimes, it usually gets about 50 degrees. So when they do get snow, it's like a big event. So she gives some suggestions about what to do with all the snow. I think you'll enjoy that one and all. And of course we have our Just for Laughs column. And when you get to the end, enjoy these star classifieds. Oh, you know, the classified ads from that time. A little bit of tongue-in-cheek, but I think you'll enjoy it. And at the end, the back page. This was done as a radio program, and we've used it just as sort of a meditation. And we call it the Prayer of the Shepherds. And it's the rhythm to it might sound familiar to you if you're familiar with the "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." It was the night before Hanukkah, and we sat on the hill watching our sheep on that cool night, so still. And it goes on again from the point of view of a shepherd boy who was visited by those angels. So anyway, that's the Bethlehem Star. I think your kids will enjoy it. I think families will enjoy it. I think your whole parish will enjoy it. It's 12 pages. It's pretty inexpensive. You can pick it up. Just scroll down a little bit. And thanks a lot for checking us out. By the way, if you don't really have the time to read 12 pages or to read the Bethlehem Star, you might want to consider getting the historical fiction radio news broadcast coming from Bethlehem in that first century for the month of Christmas, where exactly the same stories that are in the Bethlehem Star appear in The Voice of Bethlehem. It's a 2 CD set. You can pick it up as a CD, but it's a lot cheaper. Just download it as an MP3 file. You'll probably save enough money to get yourself an iPad. You'll be fine. All right? Thanks a lot. Voice of Bethlehem.